Well, I got the porch cleaned off. I wanted to mop it, but I didn't get that done. But it does look a lot better. I just kind of moved it around a little bit and swept it up. I didn't feel like fooling with painting that other chair, so I didn't do that. Chickens had a feast today. Mom brought some mushmelon, cantaloupe, whatever you want to call it. So I gave them that, and it was a little bit too hard, but they loved it. And then I gave them some frozen blueberries, some oats that wasn't cooked. That's what you see laying down there. And then carrots. They've been eating on those carrots all day. It's been a beautiful day today. I don't think it's even got into the 80s. It's been just perfect working weather, to get out and get some jobs done. It rained yesterday, not very much, but it rained enough to give the garden a good watering. And everything kind of perked up a little bit. It's a gorgeous day, as I said. I was just sitting here listening to the kids playing around the neighborhood, and this little girl came down looking for her brother, and oh, he was angry because she was telling him in front of his friends that their mom wanted him to get home, and he threw a fit and was acting all tough. And yeah, I thought to myself, oh my goodness, he wasn't probably looked about 8, 9 years old. And then the little girl got on the phone with her mom, and she proceeded to tell her mom that she was trying to get him to come home, and he was screaming at the top of his lungs, just being a little smart mouth. Not much water in the creek today at all. Not even running. Well, I guess maybe a tiny bit right there in the middle of the screen. Let me zoom up there. Not much. Brought my hummingbirds around to the front because I never got to enjoy them when they were back in the memory garden. We are only out through that door during the daytime, so we sit out here a lot in the evening. I brought them out here, and that way they will go with the hummingbirds that are hanging. There's the two ones that I moved out front. Oh, there's Willow. You can barely see her. It's dark out here. But I put them over there by the chicken and the rooster. I love looking at these. I'm going to sit out here and enjoy the evening. It's 10 o'clock at night, and it is only 66 degrees. Feels wonderful. While I'm sitting out here and looking at these lights, I thought I would tell you I finished that book that I got. I started that book last night. It was pretty late, probably 10 o'clock. And I had so much on my mind and I just couldn't rest. And I thought, I think I'll start that book and see, because it looked really good, and it was very good. Yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit about it if you want, because it's an older book. I looked on, I think it was like 2014, if I'm not mistaken. But it was about two young girls that were going into their senior year at high school, and they were best friends, and the one girl was so shy and backwards that she felt like she couldn't do anything without her best friend around her. Well, the best friend, they had only been best friends a couple years, and the best friend had lived in this beautiful mansion, and the the shy girl was actually, her mom and dad worked at a college, and they were just kind of plain people. They lived in a Victorian home that needed remodeling, and then they also had, she had a little brother, and the mom and dad during the summer breaks would take, maybe it was a high school they worked at, but they would write plays, and they had one play that actually became really popular and made good profit off of that one. Well, anyway, long story short, I probably won't tell you the ending because just in case you find that book, it, like I said before, it was geared toward teenagers, but I just really enjoyed it. It brought back a lot of memories when I was young. It was, well, it was good because I read it all in one night. That whole book, 4:45 this morning, I finished and put it down, and I have not done that in many years. I used to do that a lot, sit up and read, and because I worked, like I said before, so many years on third shift that a lot of times when I was off, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep at night because I was used to being up. So I would read a lot, but I hadn't done that. Hold on, let me put Willow back in the house. But I hadn't done that since I had not been working at a third shift job. Actually went to bed. I went to sleep and slept so good. So yeah, I hadn't read a book. Even I started, I don't know how many books lately, and I just have not been able to get into them. I don't know if a lot of you guys might be like that or not, but when I seen that, right away I knew that I'd probably like it. I read the back cover of it and all that, and I just knew that it was going to be one of those books that I call like a summer book. I always like to have, like, if you ever get to go to a beach, like, once in a great while, Steve and I will go up to Lake Erie, and I always like to have a good book with me, like a summer read, something that is a light read. That this book did have some really good twists and turns in it, and the ending was really surprising to me. It was one of those books that you thought you kind of had it figured out, but you didn't, and you realize, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that type of thing, which I love those type of books. So yeah, it was interesting. It didn't have any of the bad like smut stuff in it. I just can't stand reading those type of books. It was a good summer read, and so if any of you guys have older daughters that like to read, or granddaughters, I don't know how old most of you guys are, but I'm 58 and I really enjoyed it. I know sometimes through the summer I'll go to the library and I'll pick up those type of books just because I enjoy them. I enjoy reading about people's summer adventures that they take and things that they do, and I don't know, it just really put my mind at ease. It was a really good book for me last night, and I was telling Mom today about it and about me reading that all in one night, and she just laughed. She's like, yep, you used to do that, and I hadn't done that in a long time. So now I'm on a kick where I can't wait to find another book. So me and Mom are going to be going to the thrift stores maybe in the morning. I'm not sure yet, but I'm definitely going to be looking for a couple more books like that will catch my eyes. Most of the time I can tell by reading the back if it's going to interest me at all or not, and that one sure did. So all right, so you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bye bye.